Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist.
Coach, thanks. We're about 12 miles south of the future home of the Chargers at the current home of the Chargers, and that's Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Tonight, we culminate pivotal Week 14 with a great Monday night matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and our home team. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh. Pick up the ball. Hit it.
They go play action here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off play action, it's stick. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play. And the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turning to his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll bring up a third down.
60 or. It's a gain of 4. Check 52. Check 50.
Third down, they'll throw with stick. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he goes out right around the 39. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all it does is hurt you.
Have to try to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. The intended receiver there, Allen.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Gets this one to Hill. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now back to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be 4th down. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach, okay? So he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
The Charger drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24-25.
Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
They come out here in the eye. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Check 15, check 61. Matchbox, right. Check 37. There you go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Butker on for the PAT. And it is now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Gordon. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
On 3rd down, it's Stick. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And it's taken in at the 9. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So they still get the completion even though the blitz was on. But the blitz got there. Does that stay in the mind of the quarterback the next couple plays?
That's what you're hoping for. That's what you're planning for. It's a little risk reward, right? You're leaving your guys on an island back there in man coverage. But you take the chance that you get to the quarterback, and so he gets completion here. Congratulations. Keep coming at it, and hopefully it pays off by the end of the game.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Jerry Tillery, what a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They'll look to throw here. He sets to fire deep. This is caught, and he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys continue to pour it on. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Stick looks to throw. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They're going to go play action now with Stick. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
I'm on.
They'll run on first down. Swift, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I know he ain't got it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. A 9-yard pickup, just 1 yard away from 3 consecutive first down plays.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
2nd and 1. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there, with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Extra point safely through, and a rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Night, sweetheart.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Push him back. Push him back. Big grip.
On 2nd down, it's Stick. Incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And now it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. He'll field this at the 5. And he's into the clear. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Wow, sensational 95 yards on the punt return as his guys continue to pour it on. What a risk he took, but it paid off. I mean, he took that punt from inside the 5 near the goal line, ran it all the way back.
And normal coaching says you let that one go. Anytime you're inside the 10-yard line, you let it hit and hopefully bounce into the end zone. But as you mentioned, he took a risk, and boy, did it pay off in a big way. I wonder if they let up a little bit going downfield, thinking that there was no way he was going to return that one.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. This is taken at his 4. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A big play there. 59 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours out
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for him. A nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
A shotgun throw for Stick. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This will be fielded at the 17. Sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20.
Set, hut. 15 Lonnie, 15 Lonnie. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the orbit. Watch the screen. 57. Set, go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to pour it on. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification. That's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. Would you say 3 rushing touchdowns? And, of course, throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. First and 10, stick. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. He's picked off at his own 47. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sideline,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. Second and 19. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
Mike, 58, right there.
Delta.
To you. I'm going back to you. And 58 is the Mike. Going 58 is the Mike. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. You're out. Check 99. Ready. Go.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jerry Tillery able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The The Charger drive about to get going. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
That's it, baby.
That's a gain of 4. Brings
Down.
up 3rd
60 outlaw.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Stick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Here we go. 10 Lobo. Blue down. 22 Jet Bomber. 22 Jet Bomber. Switch. Buzz. What's hard? Ready.
They'll set up a throw. They're going deep for Hill. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
The Charger drive about to get going. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Got to do better. Come on, QB. Come on. Go.
They'll throw on 2nd down is Stick. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Grace don't travel.
play action fake. They'll look to throw. That one complete to Hill. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And their first down, Chiefs.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
66, bullet high. Echo.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Joker. Recon, 132 fight. High 7, let's go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Joey Bosa, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. On play action, they'll throw. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 28. Well, I'm sure he likes this performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the fourth quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see. And other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now a handoff looking right. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They put up their goal at the beginning of the season, and that was to win 7 games, and now they've accomplished that mission.
And congratulations to them for achieving their goal. They have to finish the season strong, but you've got to think that going forward for next year, they're going to jump that number up a little bit higher.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. Good night, everybody.